Hey, welcome to Craft Basics, where art is a passion and craft is your everyday life. Today I want to do a new method for my glitter projects, and I'm actually trying the TACK-IT over and over method. So I will be using this tumbler here. This is my everyday tumbler that I use for like coffee or tea, and I'm going to show you a new method to apply glitter to your wine glass, to your tumblers, to your mugs. And we're using the TACK-IT over and over and the mud Podge, which is dishwasher safe. Okay, you also need some painter's tape depending on the project that you're doing. And I must tell you, I'm actually really interested in seeing how this will turn out because it's my first time trying. I purchased these on Amazon, so if you're interested, I'll leave the links in the description below so you can check them out yourself. This is actually extra fine glitter, so if you're doing this particular project, go for the extra fine glitter. I'll also link that in the description below so you can check this out. All right, so let's get into it. What will you need? You will need a surface to catch your glitter, and you're going to need somewhere to, apply your glue to the item. I am actually using a really soft brush opposed to going for my foam brush today. And you will need a little container, so I'm using a cup. You'll need half part of the glue and some water, just the same amount, to get this mixture going. So you really don't need a lot, or you might end up throwing away glue that's useful. So I'm gonna add just a little water. So we don't want it to be too thin, and we don't want it to be too thick for this application that we're doing. The TACK-IT over and over glue, it dries pretty quickly, or to get to the tacky state that we need it. So it's gonna go on white, but it will also dry clear when it's time for use. I'm just gonna prep the area that I'm going to be working with. So what I'll do, I'll clean this area with some alcohol. So you're just going to spritz, and you can use a paper towel to just clean the area that you'll be working on. All right. All right, so this is where you will need your painter's tape if you're actually doing just the green section of your tumbler, or just a particular section of your tumbler or mug. All right, so we're gonna remove the wrapping from this tape, and that's what it is. So let me go ahead and wrap that up. So I need enough tape to go around my tumbler. So I'm just covering the silver section here and try not to get the green covered in the process. So what this will do is it will prevent the glue from seeping under onto the design. So let me cut this. I think I need to adjust here just a little bit, right there. And we close it off and we flip it over. All right, so let's get started. This bottom was already installed, so I will not cover it with glitter today. What I'll pretty much do is to avoid glitter in that area. So we're just going to apply the TACK-IT. So we're trying to avoid brush strokes. I'm thinking maybe I put just a little bit too much water in this, but seems to be good. So all right, so if you're new to my channel, I hope that you are enjoying my video so far. I do tutorials, anything craft, and I also show you new products that you can use in your craft business or new methods of doing craft differently. All right, so as I mentioned before, I don't want to, you know, change the bottom of my design. So I'm just going to do that. So we're gonna allow this to sit for a little bit and get dry, and then I will show you the next step. So usually I go for my Mod Podge for my glitter wine glass or tumblers, but the TACK-IT method seemed very pretty from what I saw from videos, so I definitely wanted to try it. And the TACK-IT glue, it actually allows you to do like a temporary hold. So if you have a project that you don't want to be permanently glued to the surface, you can try the TACK-IT over and over method. Okay, and I will do a better review on this to show you how the glue actually works in its original state when it's not diluted. All right. Okay, so we're ready for the next step of this tutorial, and my glue is dry. Well, not fully dry, but a bit tacky. That's the whole point of using it for this particular type of glitter project. So now I'm just going to apply my glitter to the tumbler. All right. And once I'm finished, I am going to pour this glitter back into the bag. So I'm using paper to catch the glitter because it's definitely reusable and you don't want to waste your glitter. So give it a good pour. And don't leave out the bottom section. All right. Make sure that I'm not. Yeah, this gets messy. That's how it is when you're working with glitter. Maybe just need a bigger surface to catch it. All right, so I think we have covered the area properly. So you're going to knock that off. Okay, so we still need some coverage on the bottom because we want this to be nicely done. All right, so we're going to knock the excess glitter off. Just give it a nice shake. And here I am messing with my application. Okay, so I'm going to sit this aside just for a sec so I can remove this excess glitter here and come back to finish this off. Can I tell you, this glitter smells so good, it's crazy. So now what we're going to do is to rub the glitter in. So we're doing like a rubbing it into the design. So we're rubbing that in. I think for my next project what I'll do is go for a more solid color that's darker in the background, maybe, or lighter in the background. But I think this is still gonna come out really nice. All right. So the glitter is in. Ooh, this is pretty. All right. So to seal this up, what I will do is I will use the Mod Podge. I will apply 3 coats of the Mod Podge. The Mod Podge usually takes some time to dry. For the tacky glue, what I did to speed up the process was to put my little hand fan to, you know, blow, and it did get clear pretty quickly. So you can try that as well. So you could just use one of these handheld fans and get the process moving a little bit faster. But the glue itself did dry pretty quickly. So the next step is to cover this with some dishwasher safe Mod Podge. So what we're doing is sealing in the glitter and making it safe for washing and for use. All right. Okay, so on to the next step. So I did wash my brush and removed all the TACK-IT over and over glue. And now we're moving on to applying the dishwasher safe Mod Podge to the design. All right, so this takes a little bit longer to dry than the other one. So I will do it in phases. So I'll do one application first, allow it to dry, and then I'll do another application and another. So each application has to fully dry first. In essence, this takes about 2 weeks to fully cure, 2 to 3 weeks to fully cure, but you can use your tumbler or glass, whichever one you're doing this on, but you just cannot put it in the dishwasher until it has fully cured. All right, so for now you will have to just stick with hand washing, and I would recommend not hand washing it until maybe say 48 to 72 hours after your project has been completed, so you are not able to use it right away. All right, I was really hoping that the glitter would have covered up the original design that was on this, but again, it's extra fine glitter, so what was I thinking? All right, so we're just going to cover the base where we did some glitter. And it's going to dry clear, so don't worry about that right there. All right, so we're going to allow this to dry, and I will show you the finished product once I have completed all 3 layers of Mod Podge. All right, so this is our finished tumbler, and it actually came out way nicer than I thought it would. I am actually going to do another one, but this time I'm going to have the TACK-IT over and over a little bit thicker, because I want the glitter to hold a lot more than what's holding right here. But I'm actually really happy with the result. So that's the only thing I would change about the application process. Just ensure that I'm adding a bit more thicker TACK-IT over and over. So I'll dilute it, but not as much as I did trying it this first time. All right, so look out for my next video and the results of that finished tumbler. All right, thank you so much for watching and for sticking with me today. I hope this was helpful.